Welcome back to the special vehicle guide, where today we are going to learn how to get a shafter with sort of random putty color and a special shine. So let's dig into it, as there's quite a lot to talk about. To get this special vehicle, you need to be on a mission Fame or Shame, which is marked on a map as M letter and can be found in Michael's yard. So in this video, it is time to focus on a vehicle which makes up the Shame part of this mission. Before we continue from here, I will explain what is this special vehicle all about. You see, just like in many other missions in GTA 5 where you have to chase someone, in this case it's Laszlo, they have a rather scripted traffic consisting of various models. In 4 missions in this game, including Fame or Shame, not only are the models and their driving paths scripted, they get random body colors from the script as well. Those are all the colors which can spawn on this vehicle during the chase. All of them are available in Los Santos Customs except for white, which happens to be worn white, and worn white does not exist either in the mod shop nor in traffic. Since this specific model can enter the mod shop, it might feel at first that this white is the only one which you should get, however it doesn't stop there. Since only the 2 colors of the vehicle are set by the script, 3rd and 4th color as percent and wheel color are still randomized, and Schafter can spawn with many random lusters, out of which only 2 are special, worn silver and matte orange. The reason why I'm not showing all possible combinations to you is because the obtaining process is so quick and luck based that you don't really have time to hang around picking a good color combination. In theory, getting a worn white vehicle with a special shine is the best possible combination. However, it takes a bloody eagle eye to see a special shine on this body color, so in practice, simply going for the white colored vehicle regardless of the actual shine is a foolproof choice. However, since special shines can still spawn on other colors as well, and on which they are actually visible and might look even cooler, it means in the end all colors are still pretty much equally relevant. In order to even get it, you need an interior garage bot for Trevor, as we need to be in garage mode to obtain that pile of crap. The garage mode is just a generalizing name used by special vehicle collectors to describe a rather glitched gameplay state. For this trick, you of course need to have the interior garage bought. They are unlocked after the story mission Father Son and cost $30,000. If you need money, I suggest using this location to collect the money briefcase. Just jump into water and on the sunken platform you will find a money bag worth of $7,500. You can come back here over and over until you have the money necessary to buy your garage. If you play any version from 1.0 up to 1.27, you can enter the garage mode quite easily. Just enter your garage and try to jump onto this tire rack until you get stuck. If successful, you will be teleported outside of the garage and eventually fall onto Los Santos streets. Unfortunately, jumping in your garage was patched with version 1.28, but no system is flawless and you can still enter the garage mode, however at the cost of more difficult method which has caused a lot of headache to many people. For this trick you need a small car that can enter the garage and a taxi. The next part is complicated and requires precise timing. Press the button which activates the taxi side mission and immediately run into your small car before the dialogue ends.
Hey, if anything's available, I got time for a job.
This trick might need being sort of familiar with what taxi dialogues sound like, and turning on subtitles might help as well. Once in your small car, wait until the taxi dialogue is about to end, and few microseconds before it does, press the enter garage button.
This is dispatch. I got a job going right now.
If done correctly, you can exit the car after the dialogue ends, something you normally wouldn't be able to do. You will now again be placed into garage mode, which is noticeable from Black HUD, and it means that you can run around freely while the game still thinks you are inside of your garage. There is another method to enter garage mode, and that involves pouring gas in front of your garage door, then lighting that up and pressing enter garage on your bike. This is much easier, but I do not suggest using this method much, since it removes the HUD and it does not allow you pull up the interaction menu, which is useful for many special vehicles. Regardless of your method, garage mode will always be and act exactly the same. Just like in garage normally, any vehicle you drive will be teleported to your garage as if you were taking it out from this. Only way to trick this mechanic is using an interaction menu. While you have it pulled up, you can in fact drive vehicles around, but the moment it closes and you are pressing gas, you will be taken out of garage mode, so be cautious. If you play the version where entering your garage with a vehicle in free roam looks just like this, with no animation whatsoever, then you will need to use the old harder method to get this vehicle, which I'm gonna demonstrate to you right now. Once in the garage mode, you have to run all the way to the M ladder, or if you have access to the interaction menu, which is possible in some old versions, you can also drive there while it's up. Once the mission is activated, you need to either run with Michael or drive with the interaction menu to Maze Bank Arena. If you need to run, you might sometimes quickly have to sit into car to get Michael out to follow you. I suggest having high stamina skill for this run. Once at the arena, trigger the yellow marker and run inside.
Hey, Shali! I've heard that place is amazing.
Come on, you dipshit.
If you run outside, ignore the instructions and just keep running towards the gap between those two phantoms. Run over the railing, and while the character climbs, pan your camera 90 degrees. This will magically spawn a shafter in front of you, which is the very shafter we need to get. Make sure you do not enter it before you are at least somewhat sure it's actually special, or you need to do the whole thing again. If the color isn't looking right, just fail the mission, retry and try again. This method is very luck based for the shines to change, so if I were you, I'd just retry as long as white car spawns and settle with that. This is what I also did in this video. By the way, I did get a black shine on the blue shafter, which is not actually a first shine that should spawn most often on this shafter, so it should prove that by some dumb luck, it's one day a special shine there instead of black. However, to save time and energy, go for the white and you still have a totally exclusive vehicle color which you can never find in the game again. Once it spawns, enter it and the mission will fail. Exit and you will be placed near Michael's house, which is also the reason the garage mode has to be used, since you will not be where you actually fail the mission. If you go to your impound though, you can find your vehicle sitting in there in all of its glory. I suggest saving it into some reliable storage unit. Now, if your interior garages have such animation upon entering them, it means you can use a bit easier method to get this vehicle. Once in the garage mode, go and activate the mission like before, and now you can use the interaction menu to drive to arena. Activate the yellow marker and go inside like before. If you get back out, repeat the next steps exactly in the order like I said. Get inside the truck, do not press any buttons, wait for Michael to reach near the door, detach your trailer, open the interaction menu and start driving. It sounds more technical than it actually is, and it's also a point which you cannot get past if you don't have the garage entry animations. There is no obvious connection here, I know, but just trust what I say and show. Get out of the parking lot and you can now pretty much just freely search for the shafter you like. Do not get the ones from the actual parking lot, since they are part of a different script. If you find one, it might happen that you screw up stealing it. It's suggested that you put down the interaction menu as soon as you exit the truck to gain free camera and movement controls as soon as possible. If you fail, however, just retry and do the same thing again. Press no buttons, detach the trailer, open the menu and start driving. Make sure that the garage mode is still active by checking if the HUD is still black. Once you find a pleasant model, get inside it before the mission fails and press gas or reverse. Mission will fail. Make sure you actually get to press gas or reverse before it fails though. If the fail message is up, wait until you get a weird grey shade behind it. You must not exit the mission before it comes, or you will screw up the impounding process. If it comes, exit and just like before, the vehicle you stole can be found in the impound. You should definitely make sure if the shine you got is special or not, unless the vehicle is white. For this, enter the mod shop and click on primary metallic color menu, but do not buy anything. Instead, exit the mod shop and get back inside. If you open the percent menu and nothing shows a spot, the task was successful and you can pat yourself on the back. However, if something shows a spot and the vehicle is not worn white, you have to try the whole task again. For the end of this video, I would rate this vehicle hard to get. It is a very complex special vehicle and obtaining it requires some rather experienced mind, even for which it sucks a lot. In the end, the model is not that cool anyways, and there is another much easier special shafter in the parking lot, so I just watched that video instead if you are interested in shafters and not bother with this one here, unless you're a real fanatic. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, you can let me know about this by hitting a like button and of course by subscribing. Also make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos in the future.